today I want to talk about why I went raw. So a lot of you guys have been asking, and even though I talked about it in other videos, I never painted a full picture, and I want to do that today. So let's take it back to 2016 when it all started. So back in 2016, I decided to go to my hometown and party with my friends and family on Christmas night. Well, even though we had a ball, the very next day when I woke up, I had headaches, body aches, numbness, and tingling, and it sucked. So I decided to sleep it off, even though I just knew inside that it wouldn't work. But you know, we all try to do things to try to make ourselves feel better. So I tried to sleep mine off, and it never worked, and it was going into 2 weeks, and I knew it was about that time for me to go and see a doctor. So when I went to go and see my primary care doctor, they did all the blood work, they took urine, they did full physical. I mean, they did all the things, okay? When they did all this blood work and it came back, I was for sure something was going to come up. Nothing came up, okay? Absolutely nothing. And it was crazy because even though I was excited that everything was fine, at the same time, it's like I'm in so much pain and nobody can help me. So the fear just built up, you know what I mean? So my primary care doctor recommended that I go and see a rheumatologist, and my rheumatologist recommended that I go and see a neurologist. So I was seeing all of these different specialists trying to figure out what was wrong with me. So it got to a point where I ended up spending thousands of dollars trying to figure out what was wrong, and nobody could give me an answer. I mean, I spent up all my tax money, I spent up all my checks. I mean, it was horrible. And so it got to a point where the only thing that I had left was lifestyle and diet that was not going to cost me a lot of money. I took a step back from going to the specialist, and I decided to just focus on my diet, on my lifestyle, on my mental health, because I never done that before. So I started doing research, started going on YouTube, and I found Dr. Robert Morris. I found Dr. Sabi. That was my first time hearing about him back in 2017. And it was just crazy because I learned so much about the body. And so instantly I decided to go raw vegan, and I only went raw vegan for 30 days. After I started to feel better, I decided to just go vegan and also start my fitness journey. So my fitness journey started back in 2017. I will post pictures to show you guys, but I was in the gym every single day, and I was on a vegan diet, and I was eating a lot of processed vegan foods. So I want you to keep that noted because it's very important and it's going to come up again. In April 2020, you know, everything shut down. So the gym shut down, and all I had at that point was my vegan diet, which I thought was the best thing ever. Well, I started to gain weight. I started to feel sluggish. I started to, you know, just feel bad overall. And I'm just thinking, like, what is going on? I didn't even realize how much credit I was giving my diet and not really giving credit to, like, just going to the gym and working out. The gym was the thing that was saving my life. Even though, you know, the 30 days that I did, you know, just eating raw, it really did help me. But I was thinking, you know, just veganism, like just no meat, no dairy. And that's where my mind was at that time. So I began to realize, like, no, baby, it wasn't, you know, veganism that was saving you as far as the processed food, not so much of raw, but, you know, the processed food goes. It really was fitness that was saving you and keeping your body just flowing and going. And so now that the gym part of it has been removed, the fitness part, you know, now I'm struggling again. And so I didn't like that, and it made me step back and reevaluate my situation because the body ache started to come back, and I was easily triggered, which means that whenever I would you know, get sick with a cold or something like that, or get the flu, or just like get extremely stressed, all the body aches will come back. Well, it did get to a certain point when I went back to my primary care doctor, and they end up diagnosing me with fibromyalgia. And it was actually diagnosed by my rheumatologist. I take that back. It was actually diagnosed by my rheumatologist. So things like got crazy for me because now it's like I got an answer, like I can go somewhere, like I'm doing something, you know what I mean? And so I started to really like read up on fibromyalgia and learn more about it, and it was like veganism at that time to me was the answer. But in retrospect from 2020, it was just like, no, veganism is not the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you need to dig a little deeper because it's beyond that. It's a lot of processed food I was taking in, and it was the fitness part that was saving me, and now that part is removed. It's like I'm back where I started. So that's when I decided to embark on my 90-day juice cleanse, which you guys probably already watched my journey, but if you haven't, please go and check it out. I'll link one of my first videos, and well, my first 5 videos, so you guys can check it out if you're new here. But yeah, so I started vlogging my 90-day juice cleanse, and it went well. The crazy part about it is I learned so much from that cleanse. My 90-day juice cleanse really gave me clarity because I did not know that I would benefit from it in that way. Like, I'm talking increased energy. I mean, I never had a burnout, which is unusual because typically, I'm doing stuff for my daughter, then I'm washing clothes, I'm doing house stuff, and then I'm trying to do YouTube, and then I'm juicing. I would think that I would be burned out, but I wasn't though. And so I loved that. I felt alive. My mood was better. Like, everything was 10 times better. And when my cleanse ended, I just felt like all of those feelings kind of went away. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of decreased a little bit, but I knew that once I go back to cook food, that it would never be the same. And so that's when I decided to go raw because I got tired of just feeling sick. I didn't want it to ever come back. Like, I don't ever want to experience body aches again, headaches, tingling, numbness. I do not want to experience that again. And so in order for me to prevent that, in my mind, it was to go raw. And so when I embarked on my raw journey, I learned a lot. And it's crazy because I've been raw for 5 months before I actually ate cooked food again, which was not too long ago, which was about 2 months ago. And, just eating cooked food, I realized like, oh my God, like, this is really not good for me because the energy low again, heaviness. I mean, I'm just feeling heavy all the time. I'm not feeling alive. I'm not feeling that energy anymore. And it's really something that you have to experience to understand what I'm saying, because I know for some people it's just like, oh my God, like, she's just doing too much. This is extreme. This is not sustainable. And I'm not here to debate on it because that may be true. Who knows? I doubt it, but that may be true. Who knows? But so far on this journey, with me being 5 months raw and me back on this journey for 2 months, it has changed my life in ways that I can't even explain. Like, when I say instant gratification from it, instant gratification from it. And I don't know if my words can really express the benefits of a raw diet without you actually trying it out. For someone who dealt with pain on and off for like months at a time, I'm talking not being able to take care of my daughter, having to send her to like my hometown for my mom to keep months at a time, my mom coming here weeks at a time to help me out. Like, nobody wants to live like that. Nobody. And so for me to find something that is actually the solution to my problem and maybe a permanent fix if I stick with it long enough. I haven't had body aches in a minute. And so, I'm just loving it, and I cannot express that enough. Like, I've experienced both sides, and for you to truly understand, I feel like it's something you have to experience. I feel alive all the time. I could do so much. Even on my 90-day juice cleanse, like, I was using a centrifugal juicer. I was like spending hours in the kitchen recording while I'm juicing, which extended the time. I also, had to take care of my daughter. I had to take care of the house. I had to, focus on my full-time job, 8 to 5. I had so much going on, and I was posting every other day, no lie, and posting in my community and posting on Instagram, and I was doing it all by myself. And then on top of that, I was going to bed super late, sometimes at 1 a.m., and I would still get up at 5 a.m. ready to go, like superhuman energy. And it's something that you just have to experience. It's like, and I hate to say it's like a drug, but it's not, because it's not like a drug, but it's like very addictive. Like, once you get a taste of how great life could be, like, sometimes most times, every time, you're not looking back. So even though I love this raw lifestyle, it's not about being perfect, because I'm not perfect at all, but it is really about, staying on this journey, staying on task, because it's a lot of stuff that I want to get done in life, and you can't accomplish anything without good health. And I love the energy that it gives me, because it's a lot of stuff, that I'm responsible for, and I want to make sure that my health is in a condition that it needs to be in for me to really thrive and grow with everything that I'm trying to do, and to continue to spread the message and do these videos for you guys. So yeah, and so that's why I went raw. So this is why I wanted to really sit down. If you have any questions, please ask, because I'm all for like giving you all the information. I try not to highlight so much of the negative ups and downs that I've been through, because like prior to going raw, because you know, it's a lot of emotions still tied to it. So I don't want to like, you know, rip the band-aid off and then I'm opening up opinions and statements from, you know, people that I don't know about things that I'm still very sensitive about. So it's really, you know, just going through the motions. You know, I had a lot of ups and downs on my journey, you know, just body aches. I freaking hate body aches. Like, it just really sucks. Anything can trigger it. And my mom is a major help with that. Like, she always comes through and, you know, support me when it comes to, you know, my daughter and stuff like that. So I am like super grateful that I don't have to experience that anymore, because it came with a lot of emotions. Let me tell you, it's a horrible feeling knowing that you can't take care of your child because you're sick. And I don't ever want to feel that again. So that's why I'm raw. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope I inspire you to continue on your journey, because you know, you don't have to suffer if you don't want to. You know what I mean? Take that first step. I don't care if you're just walking blind, you don't know what to do. Pick up an apple and just eat an apple for dinner. Like, just make it super simple until you're able to like gain the knowledge that you need to sustain it. Like, don't ever feel like you're stuck in this toxic lifestyle, because you're not. And even though you may be sick or whatever you're going through, maybe it's emotional, and you're depressed about something, or just dealing with depression in general, like, I don't care if it's been years, don't ever give up on your journey. You know, if you heard me, you know that I started back in 2016 and I really didn't get it right until the end, like until now, really. If you think about it, you know, it really started back in 2016. It's been years ago. So don't ever give up on yourself, and always, you know, always put yourself first. Don't invite any and everybody in your life, because your emotions play a major role in the things that you experience in life. So I just want to say that, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.